And welcome back to the Homemade Podcast of Sports with your host, Jay Pops. Guys, morning. It is Beat the Heck out of University of Louisiana Monroe. Guys, as you can see in the background, my baby girl, she's brushing her teeth. I don't know if you guys can see her or not. Look at that. Look at that. She's in the background right there, man. So she's brushing her teeth. As you can see, she's trying to put her foot up. She's trying to come out the door, but she cannot come out the door. She just wants to be in the podcast this morning. She is bad as I don't know what. She is very bad. But guys, morning. Guys, let's talk about it. All right. So Texas A&M's offense versus that ULM defense. Okay. So once again, guys, let's talk about it. Breaking news here. Breaking news for the ones that did not know. Connor Wegman is still the quarterback for Texas A&M University. Okay? I think a lot of people need to realize and know that. Okay? Stop, mama. But I think a lot of people need to realize and know that as long as we got Connor, then what are we worried about? What are we worried about? Okay? Connor Wingman, he's here. He's here to stay. Jimbo is still here. I know it's year 6. We're all frustrated because we lost. Okay. Let's go out in this game here and specifically vent our frustration. Okay? Guys, that's what it's going to take. It's going to take a whole lot of, hey, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to vent out the frustration. And I'm going to let it be known that we shouldn't have lost last game. I expect this defense to play a whole lot differently in this game. And I expect them to adjust on a couple of things. All right. So without further ado, guys, let's talk about it. All right. So let's talk about this rushing offense going up against that UL Monroe defense. So as of right now, this is where we rank. All right. Texas A&M is currently ranking at number 101 nationally in running the football. We get about 115 yards a game. We have 3 rushing touchdowns, though. 3 rushing touchdowns. Now, does this running game need to get fixed, and does it need to get fixed fast? It needs to be better? Yes. Why? So it can take some of the pressure from off of Connor Wegman. All right? I expect Texas A&M to go out and ball in this game on the ground. All right, so who are we going up against? Where's ULM defense, rushing defense? Well, let's check it out here. ULM's rushing defense is ranked. Hold on, guys. Let me find it because I just had it. I can't believe I lost it that quick. That's crazy to me. That is so crazy. Where are you at, ULM? The ULM rushing defense is ranked at number 90 in the country. They've only given up 1 touchdown, but they give up 146 yards a pop. Guys, there's no reason why Ruben Owens, Le'Veon Moss, if he is healthy now, but there's no reason why Ruben Owens, Le'Veon Moss, and Amari Daniels can't come in this game and be the focal point. You know, I think we see a lot of things kind of get fixed in this game, to say the least. All right. In which it's time, man. It is time. We really need to see this offense just take it up a notch, you know. I'm hoping that in this ULM game, we also see the offensive line start to gel with one another. You know, because I am going to be one to say that the offensive line has not fully gelled yet. Okay. What's crazy is that, man, me and old Eric, we were talking yesterday, and we were like, man, you remember that 2020 season where the first game looked like crap, second game was real crap, in which they got the brakes blew off of them. But they came back that third game in a mentality change. You know, now I'm not saying that this is 2020 and we aren't playing that type of scheduling in 2023, but it's the third game. They got the brakes beat off of them by Miami, in which they had no business of getting the brakes beat off of them. But man, just think about it. Third game, change the mentality. I'm not saying that they're going to go back and forth with ULM. They bet not. But man, going forward, you have a whole lot of season in front of you. So once again, man, we still have Connor Wegman as the quarterback. You know, it's no reason why Connor can't push us down the field and win this ball game. All right. So you guys have to really, really think about that, man. So guys, let's talk a little bit about this passing offense. As of right now, passing offense wise, Texas A&M is number 23 in the country. They have about 8 passing touchdowns, and they do about 306 passing yards a game. Okay? Connor is only thrown for 2 interceptions to 8 passing touchdowns, just like I said. Well, for 7 touchdowns. One of those passing touchdowns came from Max Johnson, if you guys can remember. I'm thinking to myself that Connor should be getting out this game pretty early and letting Max come on in there. However, Max may not come in this game. We may see Marcel Reed or the transfer from Nevada. You know, we might see those guys. But Connor is going to get tested too, okay, in this game specifically. ULM comes in ranked at number 21 in the country with only giving up 148.5 passing yards a game. Like I say, man, this is a really good test. I know they don't have the same caliber players that Texas A&M has, but we went up against App State last year, in which is the past last year, but we did lose that ball game. However, I will say this here. Connor and Haynes King. Haynes King isn't calm. I expect this game to be very wide open, to say the least, and I expect us, like I say, to go out there and handle business, okay? So I expect Connor to do his thing out here, man. I really, really do. Scoring offense wise, let's go to this here. Let me pull up my scoring offense stats here. And it's crazy because everything that we wanted the offense to be, we want the offense to come back, stuff like that. So scoring offense wise, Texas A&M is number 21 in the country with scoring offense. All right, I'm gonna say that once again. Texas A&M is number 21 in the country with scoring offense. That's way darn good, man. That is darn good. That's why I'm telling you guys, you can't look up and say, "Oh man, we just need to hit the panic button now." You can't, because one side of the field is fixed. Okay, we can absolutely say that one side of the field is fixed. After 2 games, we're looking at way more progression than what we've seen on last year. Scoring defense wise, ULM is number 29 in the country. That's why I say, man, you guys can't overlook this game. You can't overlook it. But if Texas A&M comes out and does what they're supposed to do and they dominate in this game, then we're looking at something that could be a possible stretch and run going forward. Okay? Little do we know, man, Texas A&M can go out and they can go 10-0 in the rest of these ball games. Okay? They go 10-0. Realistically, if we're just looking at it now, because of that loss, you can see Texas A&M possibly going 9-1. And that 9-1 is going to come to, well, that one loss is going to come to these 3 teams. It's going to be these 3 teams. Alabama, Tennessee, and LSU. Notice I did not say Ole Miss because I hope for the life of me, man, that they aren't looking ahead and looking at the Ole Miss game. I really think that they are focused on the Ole Miss game, and they do have that schedule. You got to remember that we do go to Oxford, okay? I believe they got the Alabama schedule. They got Tennessee scheduled somewhat, but they really have Ole Miss scheduled because Lane Kiffin talks a lot of crap. So I do think they have their schedule. I think the coach told them to schedule that and everything. I just hope that they aren't looking ahead, and I'm just hoping that they can come out and turn this thing around defensively, just like I know they can. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up something else here. Uh, and we're just gonna go to it. But then again, man, let's look at something here. And I'm gonna talk about the line real quick, and I'm gonna talk about the score prediction that I did make. So, so the line right now for Texas A&M and Texas A&M and ULM is where they at? Where they at? Don't know why they don't have it on here, but then again, I don't think they got. Oh, it's top 25. Guys, I forgot we're not in the top 25 anymore. How did I forget that? Right? Crazy. Texas A&M right now is a. What did it go to? Oh, I went to the ACC. How did it do that? I have no clue. Texas A&M using Louisiana Monroe. So as of right now, Texas A&M is a 36-point favorite. Okay, this is what they are. They're a 36-point favorite. Man, I didn't say it at first that this team was going to cover. I did not say it at first, man. I'm telling you guys this. As of right now, man, me looking back at it and me just really evaluating things in which I am going back through the film as of right now. Give me Texas A&M to cover the points, and we're not going to go over. We're not going to go over. I don't expect us to go with the over and under. I think the over and under. Let me go back here. I think the over and under right now. I hate when things gotta load up. You know, don't you guys hate that? I hate when things have to load up. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So the over and under right now is 53 and a half. That's what it is. If Texas A&M comes in and does not hit the over, at that point, you're talking about possibly a 49-3 ball game or something like that, or possibly a 52-0 type of ball game. If Texas A&M can put up 50 points and leave that offense at zero, I think it's going to say a lot. Although it's ULM, I know it already, but that's going to say a lot about their defense, and it's going to say a lot about okay, now let's see if this is for real going into SEC play. Like I say, man, once again, that team is going to get tested in the run game hard. They're going to get tested a whole lot. All right. But I do expect them to come out and play ball. I do. I honestly do. So in that Miami game, man, Connor threw for 336 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. One of those interceptions came very, very late. All right, came way late in the game. I'm trying to see who had a sack in this game. Shamar Turner and Shamar Stewart both had a sack in this game. We got about 2 sacks in this ball game. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. For as much crap as we give the offensive line gave up 0 sacks in this ball game. That's why I'm saying, guys, you can't hit the panic button just now. I know we lost. I know it. You cannot hit the panic button. This team still looks like a very good ball club. That defense, man, like I say, I'm rewatching the film. The defense wasn't out of position. The defense just and from what I've seen, in my opinion, the cornerbacks aren't trusting their safety brothers to come and make the play. I looked at that play where the guy, our cornerback, Josh DeBerry, And it was on third down play, which is crazy. It's in the second quarter here. And this is before Tyler Van Dyke had threw that touchdown. I'm looking at the defensive play. Josh DeBerry had no business touching that dude when Bryce Anderson was literally right there looking at him, giving him eye contact, basically telling him, hey, man, I got it. I'm going to make the play. Bryce Anderson was about to lay the boom on him. Now, I'm not saying that the wide receiver would have dropped that ball. I'm not saying that, but you at least have to give Bryce a chance to make the play for you because you had already got beat. Let Bryce help you out. This is the only thing we're looking at here. Those guys got to help each other out, man. You got to trust them. You got to trust them. Bryce was ready to make the play. That's all I'm saying. Guys, it's a lot of things, like I say, man, we were upset, but if you go back and you rewatch the film, they weren't that bad, man. You have to trust your brothers back there to help you out. It just looks like guys are not trusting each other in the defensive backfield. That's what it looked like in that game. So I think we get a lot of that cleaned up, like I say. But we will see going forward. Once again, guys, I'm coming to you live once again on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I thank you for everything. My score prediction from me rewatching that film like that, man, and me knowing that Connor is going to go out there and ball because he's probably one of the ones in that locker room that is very upset, very mad. I think Connor goes out and put up 52 on him again. And I can see that score being 52 to 3. Okay. I'm gonna bounce back and I'm gonna say 52 to 10, Texas A&M. I believe they're going to go out and they're going to score fast. I believe Evan Stewart rights his wrongs from last game. He's going to score pretty fast. And I believe this is the game where you do start to see Moose Muhammad, Anaya Smith, all those guys pretty much come along. Jaheed Walker. I believe the guy from Kentucky maybe can start getting into this game as well. So, man, I look for a lot of things to hit. But for my defense, for those guys to get 2 sacks and nobody is really talking about that, I believe that those guys will get more pressure on the quarterback in this game. All right. So, once again, guys, much love to you. Thank you for tuning in and kick it back with me on Saturday morning, maybe. But if not Saturday morning, then on Sunday for the Overreaction Show. All right. So I thank you guys once again. #Gigem.